All right, so this is a reshoot of my take on BMEC 2023. I know we're coming up on 2026, but that other one was too long and I felt I was a bit disingenuous. I tend to be cynical about issues related to the educational arena, and I think in the previous video I convinced myself to be more positive, and I think that was a mistake. So if you've seen it in that video, it looks weird, that's probably why. Given my cynicism, I think BMEC was especially important to me because it reduced some of that cynicism. And this is why I think. One, because of the tight scheduling and organization of the convening, the organized itineraries that were sent out beforehand, and the honoring of the itineraries during the entire convening. Two, the references to some truths we may not want to hear. Yes, there is white supremacy and imperialism in the world, and we fight that every day, but that does not mean that you should not understand how percentages work as a classroom teacher. That's an example of something that was touched on in the convening. Two, true inclusion. Without the words inclusion or diversity being thrown around, there were different class, gender, and age strata represented, and the dedication to inclusion seems so strong that one person, and I don't remember the person's name and I won't be too descriptive, a space was given to this person as a presenter on stage, and I honestly think the person was kind of rude and disrespectful, but I still think that that person needed that space. I left. I held on until I couldn't anymore. Yeah, it was a disrespectful distraction, but other participants and co-presenters were calm and receptive enough to give that person space to get out the stuff that that person needed to share. Younger people were represented. They were presenters. There was no condescension. Their professional gifts were appreciated and praised. There was absolute safety and respect. At no time did I have to worry about references to N-words or B-words or nothing else. I was not queened and sistered to death. I was not ignored or disrespected as a black person, as a woman, or as a human. And five, a variety of topics were presented by professionals, many of whom made solid cases for their stances and delivered solid takeaways to be used. These are people in the trenches doing the work and not just telling everybody else about what we should be doing. So if you are thinking about going to the convening, I suggest you find out more about it and then prepare to go in 2026 or sometime later. All right, that's about it. Bye.